Welcome back, friends, to my playthrough of Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we finished assignments that took place in the Hades Gamma cluster. We found a missing survey team, we took down a crime boss, and we even rescued a hostage from biotic terrorists. All in an episode's work. I love to see that, yeah. Because I've been worried about the efficiency of this playthrough for a while, and that last episode kinda gave me some hope. Now don't get me wrong, I love the game, it's just that I don't want this playthrough to be too long that it gets exhausting to watch, you know? Well, in between episodes, I decided on which cluster we're going to go in this episode. And so far there's no cluster in which multiple assignments take place, like we had in the Hades Gamma cluster. But I think we are going to go to a neighboring one, which is this, the Gemini Sigma. There's only one assignment taking place in this cluster, which is the second half of the, I believe the name of the mission is the Hostile Takeover, UNC Hostile Takeover. That's the assignment that saw us taking down the crime boss in the last episode. I think going here would kind of create a nice continuity. And as I mentioned in the last episode as well, after exploring one more cluster, which will be Gemini Sigma, we are going to go to Pharaohs and do our mission. So it kinda, going to Gemini Sigma kinda gave us a nice sense of progression, I feel. Will kind of give us a nice sense of progression. We started in Artemis Tau cluster, of course, finding Liara, and now we move on to Hades Gamma. We are now going to visit Gemini Sigma, and in the next episode we're going to the Etican Beta. I think that's kind of have a nice ring to it, you know. Well, of course we had a small detour to the local cluster to visit the moon, just simply because I could not do that. The moon is so awesome. Okay, so without any further ado, let's go back to Gemini Sigma. Let's see how many systems we got here. 1 and 2. And I think the assignment is here, but as always, let's go to the system the cursor originally point us to go to, which in this case will be the Ming system. Let's travel there. And as always, we explore the planets first. We scan them, we look for asteroids if there are any, and after we explore all systems in the cluster, then we start landing on the planets, you know. And as for the exploration, we start with the innermost orbit. Right? So, without any further ado, let's get right back into the game. We begin with Antiropris planet. Antiropris is a hydrogen-helium gas giant that formed in the outer regions of Ming's system and is in the process of migrating inwards. In a few million years, the planet's atmosphere will begin to boil away into space. There is a sizable temperature difference between the side of Antiropris facing the energetic blue giant primary and the side facing the cold of deep space. This variance powers massive cyclonic wind systems. The intense heat it absorbs from the sun, in addition to its own internal heat engine, causes the planet's dark side to radiate faintly in the infrared. I see. Interesting that there is a planet with such contrasts. Okay, now we move on to the Parag planet. Parag is a large rock planet with an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. Despite lying over 600 AU from Ming, its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of alumina with deposits of silver. Due to the radiation and heat, landing on Parag's sunward side with anything less than warship-grade shielding will likely be fatal. Parag rotates at a retrograde to the rest of the Ming system, indicating it is likely a captured body. To be honest, there's quite a lot I don't understand here. I don't know what AU is, I don't know what retrograde is. But it is interesting that this planet can be so hot being so far from its sun. And let's survey this planet. Okay, light metal surveyed, and it's a titanium. Nice. And let's examine this asteroid belt now. Oh, I examine it counterclockwise. Quite unusual for me. And no asteroid that we know of that we can survey. So let's move on to the planet Altanork. Altanork is a small but typical hydrogen-helium gas giant with no outstanding features. Its combination of strong magnetic field and relatively shallow gravity well make it a popular stopover world for discharging FTL drive cores. I see. Okay. That's all the planets in the Ming system. Now we move on to the Han system. So I reckon there's only one planet we can land on in this cluster then. Okay, let's begin our exploration by traveling to the planet Paravin. Paravin is a small, unremarkable rock world. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of calcium with deposits of aluminum. Paravin's low mass has left it tidally locked to the star Han. If there were any resources of value, mining stations could be established on the relatively temperate twilight band. Let's survey. Matriarch's writings recovered. Scans of Paravin revealed an unmanned station in geosynchronous orbit. Your salvage team found no evidence of the origins of the station, but they did find one of Matriarch Dilenaga's writings on board. Nice. One step further in one of our assignments, collectible assignments. Okay, moving on to the planet Hanningto. Hanningto is a Jovian-sized gas giant with a standard hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Traces of methane gave the planet its distinct cobalt blue tint. Spectral analysis indicates its extensive ring system is mostly composed of ice crystals. Hanningto has an exceptionally powerful magnetic field, which creates strong radio interference throughout the inner system. Inner system as in the inner Han system? Wow. That sounds like strong magnetic field indeed. Okay, now traveling on to the planet Mavigon. Oh. Okay, warning, level 2 cold hazard. This is where we can land on. Mavigon is a small rock and ice planet with a thin atmosphere of ammonia and methane. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of tin with deposits of potassium. The planet has a rudimentary ammonia-based life, mainly concentrated around geothermal vents deep underground. Severe storm cycles are common. Due to limited visibility, navigation may be difficult. This would be our first time going into a level 2 hazard planet then. Kinda nervous. Let's move on with our exploration for now to the planet Farkrothu. A A standard gas hydrogen-helium gas giant, Farkrothu is only distinguished by its moons. Several dozen of them have been sculpted into the likenesses of an arthropodal alien race, not yet known to Council science. Radiometric dating suggests the moons were worked over 500,000 years ago. Oh. This is kinda an evidence that there are civilizations even before the Protheans then, which Liara stated to us before. Okay, moving on to the planet Patatanlis. Patatanlis is a large rock world with an unusually thin atmosphere of hydrogen and carbon monoxide. The frigid world's crust contains extensive deposits of uranium and occasional loads of naturally occurring plutonium. With a total mass more than 4 times that of Earth, Patatanlis should have a significantly thicker atmosphere. This unusual feature has flagged it as worthy of scientific investigation, but the need for expensive amounts of radiation shielding has deterred interest. I see. Let's survey this planet. Light metal of beryllium. I would have thought that we will find plutonium or uranium as mentioned in the planet profile over here, but okay. Now let's make our landing approach to the planet of Mavigon. Level 2 cold hazard, huh? The loading took quite a while. Okay, we're gonna deal with organics more, so I'm more inclined to bring someone with more biotic strength. And we haven't used this combination in a while, so I'm gonna go with Garrus and Liara. Oh, we are here in the planet Mavigon. Let's save our game, but before that, let's level up our party members. 4 points for Liara, definitely advanced lift. Lift lasts longer, takes less time to recharge, and allows you to hit more objects with a bigger field. Very nice. 3 more. I'm thinking we gotta max out Singularity for Liara, right? So yeah. 2, 3. Garrus. Oh. Okay. And yeah, and in the next level, Liara will get 2 points, I think, and it will grant us Master Singularity. Works nice for me. Let's check out our map. This is our main destination, and as always, we are gonna go counterclockwise and exploring this planet. And yeah, let's begin like here. I always pick a destination in a lower place, like place with lower elevation for some reason. I guess the reason being I don't want to, I don't really like climbing mountains with the Mako. I'm not really good at it either. But now that I think of it, going to a lower place is likely to have me climb back up to where I was before, huh? In any case, we got something over here. Oh my god. The terrain is so uneven. Any case. Oh! Okay. Oh! Is it like gold? Okay. So this is not a level terrain then. Okay, let me park the motor somewhere else. How about here? Oh yeah, it is gold.
Perimeter secured.
Let's survey this mineral. We gotta be quick though, because this is a level 2 hazard planet. Yeah, heavy metal, gold. Look at the bottom right of our screen right there. It's already like halfway there. I'm not sure what happens when the hazard gauge, I suppose, is full. Oh, okay, got something else over here. I'm guessing we're gonna start taking damage and stuff, right? I don't know if that's true though. Mummified Solarian, but this doesn't look like a body. Maybe the body is inside this crate or whatever it is. ID tag recovered. You discovered several small artifacts. Among them is an identification tag belonging to Captain Stranaka, one of the Solarian soldiers charged with hunting down the League of One. Okay, it's a box full of artifacts. Not necessarily an actual mummified Solarian. Okay, where to next? Okay. Maybe we go to the east? Let me think. You know what? Let's keep going towards our destination for now, actually. Apparently we're not on the course that I imagined. So yeah, I spoke about my problems with the Mako handling several times now, but now I kind of see the challenges involved in implementing it, because yeah, one of my complaints was, why do you have to operate 2 analog sticks when driving the Mako? Why can't we just, you know, push down the right trigger to accelerate and the left trigger to brake, and then use the analogs to turn? Okay, we surveyed a light metal of cobalt here. Very nice. But then I remember, unlike cars and racing games, the Mako has that giant turret, or maybe not giant turret, that cannon on top of it, which we control with the right analog stick, of course. So I kinda understand the way they're approaching this challenge. Is just, even so, right? Even so, I still think we could have got something better, I think. I don't really know. Okay, this is our destination. We're gonna go here first. You know what? I'm gonna put a destination here, just so that we go nicely in a clockwise kind of arc, I guess. Oh, and also in the last episode, I mentioned to you how I regretted not having Kaidan in the rescue mission against the biotic terrorists. I actually reloaded my save and I took Kaidan to that mission, and he indeed has some extra dialogue with the biotic terrorists, being an L2 biotic himself, just like our adversaries on that assignment. But it's only like one sentence. Basically, after the biotic terrorists mentioned the fact that they're L2 and all that. Why do we have enemies here? Kaidan said, "Oh, I'm an L2 too. I'm an L2 as well," and the commander can vouch for, I think, Sergeant, Councilman Burns, and then that's it actually. And I actually saved over my my gameplay of the last episode, so I don't know if bringing Kaidan will have any repercussions in the future of the series, but I just feel like letting you guys know about it. What are these? I don't think, maybe we need to climb the mountain? I don't know how we're gonna do that though. Maybe from here. Judging from the symbols, look like, I don't know, Geth armatures or something like that. Or I suppose I should say I'm expecting to. Oh yeah, turrets, see? Ooh. Alliance heavy turret. Oh my god, Mako. Oof. Rather than turning, jumping apparently is sometimes easier to do. Wait, so we can get in? Okay, let's get in then. This is not the... Oh wait, this is the destination. Never mind, we'll do this later. Okay, my destination. I don't know. For some reason I'm not following my destination. At least now we know how to approach this place, even though it's top mountain. Let's drop this. Okay, good. And also, I don't know if it's something, or if there's something wrong with my DualShock 4, but I noticed that the Mako sometimes we sometimes drive the Mako in a zigzag trajectory, even though I'm just pushing forward on the analog stick. I guess there must be something wrong with my controller, huh? Maybe that's because of the terrain not being perfectly even. Something like that. You're seeing that right now? Yeah, in any case. Oh. Oh! Wait, we ran over it. Did we break it? Oh, okay, good. Let's salvage this crashed probe. Okay. Some armor and ammo upgrades. I'm not sure if I broke anything, like the actual object. I gotta have to check it out on the footage then later, before uploading this episode. Okay, that was that crashed probe. And now all that's left to go is to this top left part of our map. Ooh! Almost rolled the Mako over there. See? Something like that. Why is it moving in zigzag trajectory like that? Ooh. So yeah, talking about the efficiency of this playthrough, as I mentioned, I'm really pleased that we get to do like 3 assignments in one episode last time, and I hope we can keep it up. Seems to be nothing here. How about atop the mountains? Oh! Oh wow! There's no marks at all in our minimap. About this place. Okay, let's check this place out. Oh, we really need to be quick though. I wonder if we're safe inside this. Nope. And there's nothing inside it either. Okay. Okay. Hard decryption indeed, that was. Ooh. What happened here? I didn't know there could be. Oh, what happened back there? I didn't know there could be like interesting spots like this that are completely not marked on our minimap. Oh god, I might have missed a couple of those then. Need something to shoot here. Fuel tank. Okay, I guess now we make our way back here. And then we'll proceed with our assignment. Ooh. Oh, and yeah, talking about the assignments. So, the current plan is to finish exploring this cluster and then go back to the missions, right? We're gonna go to Atkinberg cluster to visit LIARA'S. So that would mean we do like 2 exploring. We're gonna explore 2 clusters, do a mission, things like that. Maybe 2 or 3 clusters. Because what I'm most worried about is that we will actually unlock more clusters as we go, as we unlock more assignments and the like. Because that's what happened with that Rogue VI assignment on the moon, on Luna, right? We didn't know, we had no idea that we can visit the local cluster until we get that call from Admiral Hackett letting us know that things are happening on the moon, and then we can travel to the local cluster. So I was thinking of, oh, maybe I should do only like one. I should only explore one cluster in between the missions, but then I thought, oh wait, What if we're gonna unlock more clusters? That might not be the best way to go about it, because if I'm playing this by myself, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I'm gonna finish exploring all the clusters first. But that would kill the momentum, right? It will absolutely kill the momentum of the playthrough. But on the other hand, I still wanna do the side missions. Again, I wanna keep the 90% completion approach with this playthrough. With my genuinely my first recorded playthrough ever. So I'm thinking I should do explorations in between the missions. That was the best middle ground, I feel like. Yeah, let's see how our plan works out. I hope it actually does work out, but who knows, right? Okay, we are safe, and let's take down some crime bosses, shall we? Oh, interesting. It's not an excavation site like last time. It's more of a science station. Okay. Oh. Why are we rocking the sniper rifle? I'm thinking either the AR or the shotgun, because the places will be somewhat cramped, right? No enemies on the minimap so far. Oh, medical kit, but we are rocking that full Medigel. Oh, wait. Okay. I thought I was equipping other weapons. Yeah, I do want to rock the shotgun for now, because see this? See this? They're waiting for us. It's a pity that I don't have Carnage though. Okay, let's try to open this door. Maybe let's rock the AR. This place is not as cramped as I thought it would be. Okay, that's Liara. Wait, where are they? Oh my god! It's always like this. Ooh. Wait, what am I? My AR is behaving quite uniquely. Liara, maybe go behind that cover, but before that maybe throw this guy, and then Garrus. Where is Garrus? Oh, it's behind us. Garrus, overload him. No, he does not have shields anymore, so sabotage him. Very nice, Liara. Okay, we gotta do better for... Yep, Liara, you should go there. Garrus, you go here. Why don't you? Liara, you should be there actually. You thought right. Okay, let's rock the shotgun. Let's be in cover first. Rock the shotgun. Wait, what? Oh, I can tap the bumpers like L1 and R1 instead of bringing up the power wheel. Okay, pop immunity. Garrus had no immunity. Okay, pop. Oh, barrier charging. Okay, pop immunity, Shepard. Everybody go with me. We're gonna rush them. Right? Good. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, oh, what happened here? Ooh! Okay, second crime lord defeated. That's both of them. No doubt Helena Blake will be overjoyed to learn that these two scum are no longer a problem. Whew! We did quite well, guys, if I do say so myself. Area is secure indeed, Garrus. We could have done more powers, I feel like, but we did much better in terms of positioning and stuff. And of course, as always, the party members triggered the encounter because I didn't position them thoroughly enough. More thoroughly? Yeah, something like that. And we had another medical station in the first room back there. Let's explore this place some more. Yeah, I'm really starting to like the so-called run and gun play style or approach, because we have the tankiness. We can afford the damage, taking the damage, right, with Shepard. And I think, yeah, the upgraded equipments also help. Medical kits. It was really nice. I like it. Much better than the Rogue VI mission on the moon. No, I mean, I like the mission on the moon. My performance is what I meant to say. I performed really terribly in that assignment. Oh my god. Ooh, armors and Medigels. Oh wait, I forgot to show you guys the journal entries before going on this mission. But yeah. Okay, this is kind of what I expected to happen. We are now supposed to meet. Oh, go to the Fortuna system in the Horsehead Nebula and meet Helena Blake to claim your reward. I would have expected to meet her back on the Citadel, since that's where she gave us this mission in the first place. But okay. We gotta go to a different place entirely, it seems. Yeah, I tried to do this, by the way. Oh, tried to vault to climb over crates, but I suppose we can only climb crates that actually lead somewhere, huh? Like leads to a crate or an upgrade kit or a medical kit, I'm guessing. By the way, guys, if you notice that I'm missing something, do let me know, and I'll be more than happy to backtrack in between episodes. So after all, I like almost completing my games. Okay, that's the assignment. We are nearing the 40-minute mark. And what are we gonna do for the rest of the episode? Well, first things first, we're gonna level up everybody, right? 4 points for Shepard. Okay, I'm thinking we can start going down the assault rifle. Talent. Right? and unlock sniper rifles, get it up to here, and then go shotguns. I'm thinking. Because I still am thinking of maining the assault rifle for a shepherd. But yeah, let's see. Okay, Liara, enjoy having Master Singularity. Further increases the radius and duration of Singularity and allows you to use it more often. Of course, it's ironic that I didn't use Singularity at all in the last fight. Okay, let's move on to Garrus. 2 points for Garrus. Let's keep moving on the assault rifle talent so that we can unlock the sniper rifle. We only got 16 levels left. 16 times 2, 32. 1, 2. This is like what? 12. Okay, we should be able to maximize the sniper rifle. Oh no, I should have gone assault training, I think. Never mind. Undo. Yeah, let's go assault training. Because it increases all weapon damage and all melee damage. I think I made a mistake last time by going here. Should have gone here. Maybe it's okay just to stop here for now. Definitely we should go here and then yeah. So 32 and 16 or 20. Okay, good. I want to maximize assault training. Open up sniper rifles, maximize sniper rifles, and for the rest, I don't know, maybe go up in the tactical armor for more tankiness, you know. Since Garrus is, for all intents and purposes, an infiltrator, a half combat, half tech class. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's go back. Oh wait, to Normandy is what I want to say. But let me have a thumbnail worthy shot. Maybe this, I don't really know. Okay, let's return to Normandy. But yeah, we discovered that we can just tap on L1 or R1 to quickly cycle through our weapons. I did not know that. Let's save our game again. Okay, and here's what we're gonna spend the rest of this episode with. In between episodes, I upgraded the party's equipments, and I just played around and tried to talk to Kaidan, and he actually had new conversation. So we're gonna spend our time on personal debriefings for the rest of the episode. And yeah, I don't know about people like Joker and Navigator Presley or Engineer Adams, whether they will have new conversations or not, but we'll find out.
Commander, something you need?
Doesn't seem like it. I think we talk about these, right? Let's try this one. Maybe we should. This is what we're supposed to do every time.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check.
Let's skip this.
You want me? Top of my class in flight school? I earned that. All those commendations in my file?
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even
know
you
mean...
were sick.
Okay, I've got Wrex syndrome. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bone.
Okay.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
We definitely talked about that before. So I'm guessing Joker, Navigator Presley, and Engineer Adams don't have new things to talk about. And I wonder about this room actually. Can we, like, I don't know, contact the council members or something like that? Nope. Yeah, and this really makes me wonder what triggers the updates in our party members' conversations. Because I thought it's our mission progression, which makes sense, right? New mission, new things to talk about. But I haven't done anything new in terms of missions since last I checked up on our party members. Oh, is it just the number of assignments completed? Which kind of makes me worried because I didn't check up on our members after finishing exploring the local cluster. But yeah, let's talk with Kaidan. And by the way, I completely skipped the conversation. Once that I realized, oh wait, this is new, I skipped everything. So this will be kind of new to me. Assuming I don't remember this conversation, which so far I don't remember much. Which is good for me because it's kind of rediscovering. It feels like I'm rediscovering this game for the first time. I'm just trying. I just don't want to, say that Kaidan is boring or any of the party members is boring. It's just my bad memory, guys. It's been a while. Okay, let's start with Kaidan.
Anything you need, Commander?
See, this one will be based on missions, I think.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni.
See?
Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes.
We're gonna skip this.
I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Wait.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Which makes sense because
Anything you need,
Shepard
Commander?
also used the same term. What's your opinion on the last mission? That's nice. Like, it's consistent, Now we go for this one.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
Who's they? Humanity in general, because of that reporter, because of that interview we did with the reporter.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Yeah, and the new conversation isn't just with Kaidan. I thought, wait, are we having these new conversations because I brought him to that biotic terrorist assignment? I don't think so, because I checked other team members and they too have new conversations, so...
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course.
What?
Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Conatix was through.
Was Kaidan implying that I have L3 implants? I'm not a biotic. That's either a bug or I'm misunderstanding something. Usually the latter is more likely, but do let me know what you think. And correct me if I'm mistaken. I'm not a biotic, Kaidan. I specifically chose a soldier as my class because I want to be just a guy.
I haven't heard anything about Conatix in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Conatix was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Conatix could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Experts. Okay. But let's start with this one actually.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. I mean, hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was like a snap like that. Oh, Element Zero, biotics. Apparently not. Okay.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Conatix kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Exactly, right after the first contact war. Yeah, let's go with this one.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Oh. But we can only do... They could only do that after we became part of the Citadel. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, right? Kaidan himself said that earlier. I don't know if they meant well. I don't intend to speak for them, so... maybe this one?
I'm sure Conatix did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us.
Okay.
They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic.
Ugh.
Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Okay, so in the last dialogue options, I think all three will end up saying the same thing. I didn't realize that that can happen. But okay. Either that or I actually clicked on the first one, which I don't believe was the case. Kind of spark from there, Commander. I'm gonna go with this one.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
Okay. I wonder if we will ever meet this Commander. I just saw it and I already forgot his title. Commander Vernus? I remember the name.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Okay.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
And I'm gonna go downstairs first, actually. Because we're eventually gonna go back up here, and then I just feel like it would be a better flow for us to go Kaidan and went to the we go to the armory and then go back up and speak to Liara. And as always, we're gonna go talk to Ashley first and go around the armory.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute.
Hey.
Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Liara? Why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I
Who's
could understand
Scuttlebutt?
why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
I mean, she is, right? That's cold. Yeah, I'm gonna tell it like it is.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it
Oh.
could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters.
Come on now.
What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
Ashley kinda... She didn't go at it the best that she could, I think. Okay, but interesting. Some romance talk. She didn't have to go like bug-eyed monsters or anything of this sort, right? But yeah.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially.
Mm-hmm.
With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Oh. Okay, let's go counterclockwise.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
Good for you.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
Okay.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school.
Oh.
With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
3 sisters. She's the oldest. I wonder how old Ashley is. The youngest is still in high school. We deduced that Shepard's like, what, 29? If I remember correctly. So, I don't know. I get the impression that Ashley is younger than Shepard, but who knows?
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, yeah, I have never had that experience, but I can imagine how she'll be very close to her sisters.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Okay. Wait, Ashley, Lynn, Abby, and Sarah. Is that the right order? I just saw it and I already forgot about it. God, me and my bad short-term memory.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike.
Okay.
I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At
Oh.
the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
I see. Wait, I'm gonna go through that one more time. Sorry, some things were lost on me. Sorry, guys.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year.
This
was
year.
only a couple of years back.
Okay.
They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Wait, so people live on starships? Because I don't think Sarah is a military personnel. Not sure about her other sisters. This is only a couple of years back. Just gonna go with this one.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed.
Oh.
She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense.
I see.
I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Ah. Let's go with this one.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
Sorry, my thought was somewhere else. I said I thought people live on starships, because the names like Amaterasu or Chernobog sounds like a starship name, but that may be a colony name now that I think about it, which makes more sense. Because humanity is not like the Koreans. We live on colonies instead of like exclusively starships, right? Okay, let's go with this one more time. Sorry guys, sorry.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
Wait, so she wants to be with Mike, she just didn't want things to go that fast, I'm guessing?
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kinda nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword.
Ooh.
She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
Okay.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
Good for you. Okay. So Abby is kinda interested in like samurais and stuff then? I guess that's what Ashley was trying to say. Interesting. We've never seen like a sword fight in this game, in this series so far, huh? I don't know about later games, I don't quite remember, but it'd be interesting what sword fight looks like in the year of 2183. But yeah, okay.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her.
Oh.
I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
There's that Aikido for you, I guess. Good job, Sarah.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher.
Oh.
When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying.
Oh.
She hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
It is an interesting story. But I do want to know where her father was.
Where was your father during this? Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there.
Oh.
I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
What was that? Poetry. Okay, let's go with the left dialogue options first.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Okay, this is what I was worried about. That the last dialogue options are actually branching for both the left ones and the right ones. But that was kind of what I want to go with anyway. I didn't quite remember the dialogue options on the right, but yeah, let's be more careful, I guess. It is a good piece, though. I mean, it fits. I mean, I'm really not that into poetry, but from what she recited just now, it is a good piece coming from her dad, because it really describes what he was going through, right?
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
Didn't know that. Sorry to hear that, Ash.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Of course not. Oh, this is that good RP choice, guys. What would Space Steve Rogers believe in? Ooh, this might just be the more interesting part of this episode, these conversations. Okay, she's asking whether we have a problem with it or not. Just so we have more choices, let's go with of course not for first. Like, she's not asking us whether we believe in God or not, right? And we went with the left dialogue options last time. I think it's just right that we go with the right ones this time. With the ones on the right this time.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. It says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
I like that, though. Like, that conversation was... The beginning was... But as we go on, we learned about, Ashley's family, how close she was to her sisters, and she liking poetry, and even her faith. And I think she made some good points about it at the end. So that conversation really went better as time went on, which I hope we get to say the same with her character in general, with everyone in our party members actually.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr.
Okay, we heard about this before.
About her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Oh, we can say this now.
Not everyone's as close to their family as you are.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny, I never really thought about that before. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
I guess we could have always said that, right? But now we have more context about it, I suppose.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
We even unlocked some codex entries. You know, this may... one of these days we should really record that episode SC3, huh? I thought we should wait until after we've finished both the Pharaohs and Noveria missions. Now I'm thinking not so much. Okay, let's talk to Wrex.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Like?
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed.
Oh.
I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
So the war Wrex is referring to, I'm pretty sure, is the Krogan rebellions, right? Instead of the Rek'Nai wars.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation.
I see.
And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
Actually, I really forgot how long Krogans live. I know they live long, but not as long as Asari, I'm pretty sure. So when Wrex said at least for one generation, I'm not quite registering how long that would be. I think it's gotta be in the order of centuries, right? But I don't know how many, like maybe 2 centuries, 5 centuries. Do let me know about these gaps in my knowledge, guys. If you can write such answers down in the comment section, that would be much appreciated. Okay, let's continue with our conversation.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Let me guess. A firefight did break out.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared's his father.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead.
Damn.
The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest.
I see.
That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Wow. Didn't expect such levels of backstory from Wrex. Which is yet another reason why this game is so good. Especially in terms of lore and characters. I see, so that's what happened. I don't know why I could forget that. But I did, unfortunately. But it's nice that I get to rediscover that moment one more time. Okay. Let's ask about his family then.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard?
Kinda, I guess.
I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic.
Oh,
Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Conatix, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
you know what? I like Wrex. I'll look for it.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
Of course, Wrex.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard.
Nice. Yet another codex entry. Yeah, we're gonna do SC3 sooner rather than later. I'm actually thinking of making that episode after this one. But let's see. Tali, how are you?
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is.
Good.
I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Like what?
What are you hoping to find?
Usually, people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage.
A whole
But I
ship?
need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
Something bigger? Something bigger than a ship? How does one bring back a ship? I think repair it a little bit so it can be what do you call it, driven back to the flotilla, I guess.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board.
Oh.
He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet.
Yeah.
My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people.
Wow.
Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Okay. We read about the Admiralty Board from the secondary codex entries. Didn't know that Tali is basically royalty.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary.
I know,
I'll
but
probably
you know.
never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice.
Yep.
People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
Makes sense, right? Just like children of presidents or prime ministers. People treat them special, right? Even though the position is not hereditary, but you know. It's more likely to pick up, no, I shouldn't say more likely, but it's not rare for us to see cases where children pick up where their parents left off, willingly even, in some cases, right? So maybe that's one of the reasons why people do this. Makes sense, I think. Like, you saw how your parents do stuff, maybe not professionally, but kind of know what they're going through and so on and so forth, right? So anyway, let's continue with the conversation.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
Yeah. I gotta take the good with the bad, I guess.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage. Something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
Yeah.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
I don't know about
Yes,
that.
I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
I see. By the way, guys, when I said I don't know about that, I don't mean what Tali's doing here is not important. I just meant I don't think neither me nor Shepard know enough about the Quarians to say whether they have accomplished something better, like bigger or not, compared to what we're doing right now. But apparently, according to Tali, according to her response, it seems like it is the case. Like Shepard's not wrong. So yeah, I'm just trying to clarify my comment on that.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Are there even Geth operating independently right now? I think we asked about these. I think this one's new.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me.
Good.
The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Let's go with this one first.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I see. That's bittersweet, I think.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago.
Oh no.
Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
I feel bad. Yeah.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I think we asked all of this though, but I'm gonna go with the Geth a little bit, just in hopes of finding more information on Geth that are operating on their own, not under the Saren's control.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile.
I think this is just the same though.
All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as
Okay,
an
yeah, we heard
automated
about
manual.
this before.
Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. The changes were so insignificant. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have...
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level...
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. As we built more and more Geth, one day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions. As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Yeah, we heard about this.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines. The war was long and bloody. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I should go.
See you later.
Wait. A codex entry? Couldn't be from the Geth conversation, I'm guessing. But yeah, let's go talk to Garrus. What's wrong with your neck, Shepard? Okay.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market.
Unwanted
They're not
parts?
as bad as the cycles. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic.
Wow.
But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
Honestly, guys, I couldn't imagine an L-Corps doing crimes of that scale, like of that magnitude. I guess, like, it's hard for me to imagine L-Corps being criminals at all. So far, they've been so nice. Both Zelton and Kaidan, I think, in the embassies. Well, they are diplomats, so they excel in interpersonal relationships and stuff like that. But you know, Garrus has seen some stuff during his time at CSEC.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
We gotta go with this.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage.
Oh.
It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
Okay.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
Okay.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Yeah? Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body. Some of them fatal. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Test tubes. Psychomantis. Okay. What do you mean test tubes, actually? I mean, that is sick, of course. But you mean the doctor put like organs that were experimented on back to their bodies? That what they mean? That's sick. I guess it would be natural for Shepard to say this. Okay, never mind.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Never mind.
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies.
I see.
He harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them.
What?
Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
What?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order.
Why?
They were worried about the hostages.
Oh,
worried
okay.
about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel.
Makes sense,
I told them
though.
those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
I actually agree with them. I mean, we can still try to find him now, can't we? We have like Spectre resources and stuff. We don't trade lives, as Steve Rogers says. So, Space Steve Rogers would say the same thing, I feel like.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
Yep.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
I might have to disagree. We can still find him now, right? Can go to Palin, ask what he knows about it. Maybe restart the investigation. If the hostages were actually already passed away, then maybe we shoot down the ship. Maybe. But there was no way of knowing, I don't think.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
Here we go.
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart. His idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him.
Uh-huh.
I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Here we go, Garrus. We can get on this matter.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But
Nice.
Commander, take me with you when you go.
Let's go.
Say Leon, I want to be there when you find him.
Okay, I just noticed journal, so we actually got new assignments then. For Wrex and Garrus. Not sure about Tali. Wonder what we can bring. What we can make her bring back to the fleet for her pilgrimage. Maybe we're gonna find an advanced Geth or something. Okay, let's go talk with Liara then.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you.
Oh?
And making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
I think she was referring to the to the fact that we thought she was interested in Shepard, right? When she explained about how when she explained to us regarding the Asari families and all that. But yeah, okay.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
I never get this. Like, in series like here in Mass Effect and Dragon Age, and even Tolkien to some extent, that humans are the creatures of action because we're short-lived. And of course there are no humans living to the extent, to the age that Asari or elves does. Asari or elves do, but so there's no like actual comparison with real life. But I find it hard to believe that there is no elf or Asari or whatever it is, long-lived a member of a long-lived race that doesn't possess the sort of determination that humans do. You know? I mean, they are already OP with the lifespan that they have, so it kind of makes sense for humans to have this strong will to have kind of like a level playing field. But I guess what I'm trying to say, it's neither, like, the lifespan itself is neither an advantage or disadvantage, right? It's just what you work with. Just like the Solarians, they live a shorter actually lifespan compared to humans, and they deal with it with, you know, actually being fast and things like that. I guess that was actually what they're trying to say, huh? But what I'm trying, at the same time, we know our lifespan. I mean, we know the general lifespan of the species or the race, and in a more like a fantasy setting, but that doesn't mean you will, that's not a guarantee that you will live that long, right? This is something that we can find analogs of in the real world. Like, we know that the life expectancy is about what, 60 to 80 years old for humans these days, I guess. But we see cases of people passing away before that age as well, and I'm thinking these longer these races and species with a longer lifespan also have things like that happen to them, right? And I think looking at that, such events will give them some sort of increase in determination and will and so on and so forth, no? I'm not sure. Sorry for the rant, guys. It's just and it's not like I dislike this trait, it's just I'm not sure I fully get it, you know? I kind of accept it for what it is. I'm kind of fine for what it is. It's just I'm interested in putting more thought into it, you know? Okay, let's go. Sorry about the tangent.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want.
Oh.
It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Oh?
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Okay. Another romance talk. I'm 99% sure this is one of those cases where both the left and the right dialogue options branch out to like progresses the conversation, you know? And there is no way we're gonna go with this. And I don't think I'm pursuing a romance with Ashley. We're kinda just cordial so far. And so I'm just gonna go with it's not serious then. Which I think will bring us to a romance with Liara. Which I actually I have never done so far. I went with Ashley last time. Though I can't remember for the life of me how I got into that relationship. What I'm trying to say, I was trying to go for Ashley, but I cannot remember today what triggered the romance. I don't think we triggered it yet. But then again, both Ashley and Liara made comments about the other, so I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna say it's not serious, because it isn't. We're just being cordial with Ashley.
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
Exactly.
My mistake then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
Oh, makes sense that they separate this in different options. Wouldn't make sense that answering that question last time brings us to a relationship with Liara. But I'm gonna go with this one because I am interested, and I just like romance. So, and I experienced a romance with Ashley last time, and now I want to experience a romance with Liara, and I am interested in Liara. I think they are an interesting contrast there's an interesting contrast between Shepard and Liara. Beyond the species, of course. How Shepard is a military man, LIARA'S a scientist, things of that nature.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
Let's go!
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too.
Oh.
But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
All of those are true, actually. You know what? I'm gonna go with this. This is gonna be one of those rare moments where I chose the rather renegade option, but I do think we have something in common. Not sure what we're gonna say though, but like we're on this mission together or something like that, you know.
Saren wants both of us dead.
Yep.
That is not the most romantic reason, is it? You make it all sound so dangerous.
This is kind of too cheesy. And this is too... not the shepherd that I want to play. So let's go with this one.
Don't tell me a little danger puts you off.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You... I need some time.
Now we go back here. And now we go back here.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Nice.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
I think we did quite well. Either that or I just show how out of touch I am when it comes to romance. But yeah, we can end this conversation for now.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Codex entries. We really have got to make an SC episode. Otherwise the next one's gonna be like 3 hours if I don't split them up.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Dialogue cut out at the end again. Okay. Doesn't seem like she has something new to say either.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I noticed, about this. There's an aid station here where we can replenish our Medigel. I remember something like that exists. But I completely forgot where it was. And yeah, wow, this episode ends up being much longer than I thought. It was an awkward situation because had we only did the assignment, it will not be an hour. But then, by my own nature, I am very interested in the conversations when it comes to games like this. Yeah, we ended up spending way more time than I thought. Okay, next episode. Okay, let's open the galaxy map for now. Oh, I thought we were gonna get a call from Admiral Hackett or something like that. But yeah, we for sure got new assignments from talking with Garrus and Wrex, but I don't think we're gonna do that next time. We're still gonna go here to the Attican Beta cluster. But now I'm really thinking that we should start going through these codex entries. Yeah. Now that I think about it, we're gonna... So here's the plan. Next episode is gonna be episode SC3. We're gonna go through the secondary codex entries. The episode after that, we are gonna go to Pharaohs. I hope that's okay with you guys. And let's check out the journal. Yep. Assignments. Garrus, find Dr. Salion. Garrus told you about his encounter with Dr. Salion, the geneticist. He regrets letting him escape the first time and hopes that you will be able to track him down and bring him to justice. Head to coordinates. Airshell system in the Kepler Verge. Okay. And then this one, Wrex of family armor. After talking to Wrex, you learn that he's looking for his family's ceremonial armor. It was taken by the Turians after the Krogan rebellion, and now a profiteer named Conatix has it. Argos Rogue cluster. Okay, we're gonna do these assignments after Pharaohs, I think. Not after Noveria, I'm thinking, because pretty much after we do Pharaohs and Noveria, we're gonna get new missions, obviously. So yeah, we're gonna go to Pharaohs. Sorry, we're gonna create an SC episode after this, and then go to Pharaohs, finish the mission, and then start doing assignments again. And yeah, so that's about it for this episode. We finished an assignment in the Gemini Sigma cluster. We pretty much finished the UNC hostile takeover assignment, I feel like, but unexpectedly we're not supposed to go back to the Citadel to talk with Helena Blake. Helena Blake is actually in some other place right now, in the Horsehead Nebula, if I'm remembering it correctly. And then yeah, we return to the Normandy and spend some time talking with our party members, since they have updated conversations. And yeah, we learned a lot about them, about Kaidan's past with Conatix, about Ashley's family, among other things, revolving around Ashley, I mean. And then about Garrus, I combined Garrus and Wrex, god, about Wrex's family. And then also about Tali's family, actually. Wow, we learned a lot about families, huh? But as for Tali, it's more about the pressure the Koreans have knowingly or unknowingly put on her because of her heritage. And then also about Garrus's past, like about a mission from his past, that apparently we have an opportunity to how should I say, to return to it with him and hopefully proceed on it and close the book on it in a good way. But yeah, next episode is an SC episode, and the episode after that will bring us to Pharaohs to continue our missions. Finally, it's been a while, guys. But yeah, thank you very much for watching all the way to the end of this rather long episode. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing you on the next video. So goodbye for now, and I hope you have the greatest day. See ya!